The new Myles Garrett Special Edition Sapphire card is finally in the game. We're going to talk about how you can get this. We're going to play the game mode. We're going to talk about the game mode. This is definitely a pay-to-win type card. And being that you can get maybe 14 of them, certainly seems like it would be super powerful to have on your team. Now, when you're comparing stats, you can see that the Myles Garrett is well over 500 plus stats higher than the next Sapphire card, and that's only going to get higher and higher just depending on how many of these you can get. So it certainly appears that it could be pretty pay to win. Now, the mode that this is in, and the only way, at least as of right now, in order to pick this up is going to be this new game mode called Franchise Pick. Now, if you've never played WWE SuperCard or NBA SuperCard, which is the same company that made those games, made this game, this is a game mode that is in both of those. So we are familiar with this game mode. It does take thousands of credits in order to get this done. And if you think about having to do that multiple times, it could be really, really expensive. Now, is it possible to get this for free? I have never in my life heard of anybody that was able to get through this whole entire game mode completely free to play without refreshing one single time. I don't want to say that that's never happened in the entire history of WWE or NBA SuperCard, but I don't think it has. Now, there are a couple good things about this sort of game mode if you can get past the fact that you probably won't get the Myles Garrett. You can get other pretty good cards. You can get emeralds. You can get sapphires in this game mode. And with WWE and NBA, this does come around and refresh multiple times. I'm not sure if they're going to do that in this particular case, but if it does, it'll maybe give you 2 or 3 times to be able to play this game, maybe be able to get some emeralds and sapphires, maybe be able to increase your deck without getting the Myles Garrett itself. So how it's going to work is, and you'll see when we play the game, is that some cards are going to come on the board, 4 of them, and the first card is going to be free. There's not going to be any obstacles. After that, though, from that point forward, there's going to be a foul obstacle. In this case, I think it's a penalty flag. And so one of the cards is going to be a penalty flag underneath it, and you just got to hope not to find it. You don't know what you got specifically until the very end, but you kind of know what tier it falls under after you pick it. And after each 5 picks, you get 3 free ones. At least that's how it was on WWE and NBA. So after 5 picks, you'll get 3 that are sent in your bag. You can quit at any time. And if you don't quit and keep going, if you get a foul, you lose absolutely everything. So the general rule, at least for me, I typically just try to get to the 5th one, get those extra 3 cards, get 8 total cards, and then just bail. Sometimes I try to make it to 10, but most of the time I just try to make it to 5 and then just bail and then just hope that I get a decent card or one of those cards is pretty decent. And so after you do that, you'll see that it has 3 separate tiers right here. The very top tier is going to be emeralds or sapphires. So if you get any cards that fall under the top one, it's going to be an emerald or sapphire. The second one is going to be golds, and the bottom one is going to be silvers. So that'll give you the idea of how many cards in that particular thing you get. So if you make it to whatever point and you have maybe 1 or 2 emeralds or sapphires, I just bail, bro. I would just bail and quit unless you plan on spending money. And then, just reap the rewards, and hopefully we get to be able to refresh this again. Now, the timer down here does say 2 days and 15 minutes. So that almost makes me seem to think that it's not going to refresh, and you're only going to get 1 chance to do it for free. And then, or it might refresh at the reset tomorrow. I'm not really sure, or at least today. By the time you see this video, when I post it, it's going to be later today that it refreshes. Maybe it'll let us redo it for free, and this is just when the event leaves. It's cool that they're doing it during the draft, by the way. Arizona Cardinals picking up Marvin Harrison Jr. Let me know in the comments who your team picked up in the draft and are you happy about it? But either way, let's go. Let's get into it. You can't really see the markers because they're all the same color, but they're just a little bit bigger. You'll see it's in increments of 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So you got to pick 35 things right in order to get all the way here. There's been plenty of times in which I've done this and I got the very first card, the very first opportunity to get a flag, and I got the flag. So, you know, sometimes it happens, I'll be honest, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, sometimes you keep going, and sometimes you pick up the same card. Right there, we got one where both of those are on the bottom, and flag again there, okay, so that's fine. And then we'll go the last one this time, and they did the flag that time, bummer. Okay, so like I said, we only made it 3 times. We could continue 160 credits. And if you forfeit, you lose everything. That's why I always try to say, you know, try to make it to the 5th one, get those 3 free picks, and then hopefully you get one in the top star. And once you get one in the top, I would certainly just bail after that. Now, it does look like you could do this again for 100 of these credits, or we could have continued, which I think it was 150 or whatever. But if you're trying to get the Myles Garrett, what you're going to have to do is just continue. Because if you back out, you start completely over. So if you plan on spending credits, you might as well try to get through the whole entire thing. Now, I don't know the exact amount that it typically costs in WWE or NBA because I've never, like I said, gone all the way, but it's in the thousands. It's in the thousands of credits. So, you know, $15, $20 worth in order to get this card, I would say easily. So keep that in mind when you are doing it. And I mean, I like that they're already adding things. I think it's great. They already have a special edition card. You knew this type of stuff was coming. Is this too pay to win for the game? I don't think so, because in this game, at least with the cards, when you battle against each other, and you know, you're never going to beat that card, right? But the most percentage points he could take off is 15 total. If you have sapphires and you're going against sapphires, and you have a sapphire and you're going against him, you're going to lose, but it's not going to be that much, right? And so even if he has a tier 14 or a level 14, and he's 1,000 points ahead of you or whatever, you know, you might lose 10 points, percentage points or whatever. And so that still doesn't mean you're going to lose the game, and it doesn't mean you're going to lose the play. I think individual cards are a lot less impactful in this game as a whole entire team. So I'm totally cool with it. I'm totally okay with it. It's cool that they're doing this during the draft. I hope they keep adding this sort of stuff, adding game modes, adding ways at least for us to see new cards, get new cards. I'm sure there's going to be lots of other things in the game, at least I'm hoping for. And let me know in the comments if you were able to pick this up, if you grinded through this, how much did it cost you? How many did you get? Did you get 2? Did you get 3? Now, being that the draft is today, at least the first round tonight, I really hope they add these guys to this game. Just like I really hope they add legends. And I think that would be certainly really cool. But either way, you know, let me know in the comments how you're enjoying the game. We're having a lot of fun streaming it over on Twitch. So go in the description, go follow the Twitch page if you want to check out a live stream. But other than that, you know, we're just trying to grind, get to that Sapphire tier. We're Emerald plus plus. Basically, we're through all of our seasons now. It's just grinding Red Zone Drive for this extra pick weekend, trying to get those pros in Emerald. Be sure you like, subscribe. We're going to put out some more tips, videos very soon on how to get these pros. We did a lot of research during our stream, so I'll be sure to share all that with you. But either way, I will see y'all next time. Y'all take it easy. We're out. Peace.